was around a Christmas time, and I'd ask my mother, well, Mommy, when's Daddy coming to bring us our presents? And she'd look at me. I knew that she knew he wasn't coming back.
And he didn't come back. Mei Ling was only 6 years old when her father abandoned her mother and 2 children to the streets of East Harlem.
I was married at the age of 15. My husband was 17 at the time. I'm 21 now. I have a 3-year-old son, but I've been separated for 2.5 years. Sometimes, in some cases, especially around my neighborhood, the husband becomes more responsibility than help. If the husband isn't going to do anything for you, well then, why not? What do you need him for? And it's not impossible to raise children by yourself.
Not impossible, but nearly. Mei Ling had been living in a 2-bedroom apartment with her mother, a sister, her sister's baby, her aunt, and her grandmother. The pressures exploded.
I had been working, going to school, and taking care of the baby. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore. They didn't want to open me a welfare case. And I was upset. That's when I began experimenting with crack. I had a nervous breakdown. I spent 2 weeks in Mount Sinai Hospital in the psychiatric ward. I felt like I had a lot of things I wanted to get off my chest, and my family didn't show up to any of the meetings, so I felt very neglected, very hurt, that after I'd done so much for my family that no one showed up. This way, Papi.
Every morning on her way to the daycare center, she takes Gil through a neighborhood that was largely abandoned by the city, neglected by developers, and desecrated by drug dealers.
When you have a child, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of things I'll have to give up for the sake of my son, because it's more than just a little boy. This is my little life. So it's part of me, and I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm without any regrets. No, yo me tengo que ir. I have to go. I have to go.
Mommy! Mommy!
You want a little juice? Drink the juice.
I want juice.
Drink some juice. You want juice? I'll speak to the teacher. And how's he behaving? How's he eating? How's he getting along with the other children? And I'm off. Okay. Okay, bye, girl.
Bye, Mommy.
He loves it. He loves it, and I love it even more because he loves it. I know that he's being very well taken care of.
In the afternoon, Mei Ling learns how to troubleshoot computers. She wants to learn, get a good job with good pay. And finally, after a 3-year wait, an apartment opens up in the Bronx.
It's about time. I'm just very happy I've finally gotten an affordable place to live, and it's roomy. I looked in the cabinets and gasped. They were filthy, but I figured I could take care of that. When I get in there, I'm going to clean anyway. Even if it is clean, it won't be my clean. I'm going to leave the room for the baby. I'm going to have the, and I'll take the living room. I feel every child needs their own space, and so I should give him his room. I'll make sure his room is what every little boy likes.
I got your hands.
On Sunday morning, Gilberto's father takes him to the park. Mei Ling remembers her childhood.
It's important to me that little Gil has a life as normal as can be with his mommy and his daddy. I know how it feels to not have a daddy to come home to. And it always hurt me. I don't want him to feel that pain. He'll have both his parents the way it should be. I believe in that. Regardless to whether or not the father and I are together, Gil won't have to suffer this. Give me a hand.
Well, you know what I mean.
Well, let's take one step at a time. I do hope we'll get together again, but not right now. But we can't settle that just now. There's too much going on. We can't take on the world. I'm not using drugs. I'm in school. I've got proper daycare. Now I've got my apartment. I think it's very bright. It looks good, very good. It looks excellent. Now it's just up to me.